Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, to the actual Divi training here with World Class Leadership, guys. I'm honored to be here. Let's just make sure that we're on the right channel, make sure that everybody's chiming in, and make sure that we're good to go. So we'll get started in just a little second. Let's make sure that everybody is ready to rock and roll. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's make sure that we're ready in the right group. Make sure that everybody's plugged in. How you doing? How you doing? Let's make sure that we're ready to rock and roll. How you doing? Are we ready to rock and roll, guys? Honored to have each and every single one of you here. And I want to make sure that everything is ready to rock and roll, so we'll let everybody start to come in. And welcome, welcome, welcome to the World Class Leadership Divi training. My name is Mr. Chadwick Robinson. So honored to have each and every single one of you here tonight. And so we're going to give a minute and let everybody let everybody get settled in, and then we're going to get the training started. How's everybody doing? How's everybody out there doing in Facebook land? We're going to let everybody come on in. Come on in. Welcome, Raymond. Welcome, Rika. I see some of the world-class family, guys, is here in the building. I want to congratulate every single one of you for actually doing what it takes to get the job done. We've been doing phenomenal over the last 2 or 3 business days. I've been seeing the numbers go up, and so shout out to every single one of the leaders. Who do we have on here? Rika Ford, how are you doing? How you doing, my sister? I want to shout out to my man, Mr. Dave Dove. We had a phenomenal conversation. Had a chance to speak to one of the corporate trainers, and I can tell you, the conversation was absolutely amazing. And I'm so excited about what we're going to be doing here with Divi Social. I can tell you, we're on the cufflinks, ladies and gentlemen. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? How you doing? Who was that? Kendra? I believe that was a Kendra. Who do we have here? Let me say hello to all my new family, my new friends. How you doing, Lorna? How you doing? Great to meet you. God bless you, my sister. Who else do we have on here? Share this, share this, share this, share this, guys. Share this, share this, share this. Come on. Let's go. It's good to see you, Rika. Who else do we have on here? Share this, guys. Let's pack this out. Let's pack it out. How you doing, my man Keith? What's up? I like how you said that, my brother. Love the energy. How you doing, Nicole? Nicole, you are special. I want to let you know that you are special, my sister. You're going to do some amazing things. How you doing, Kendra? Great to meet you, my new sister. How are you doing? You're going to be the next, what we call the VOS, the next victim of success. How you doing, Dave? We're going to rock this thing out, my brother. We're going to rock it out. Madison, how are you doing? God bless you. God bless you. How you doing, Mary? It's so great to see you. It's so great to meet you, Mary. How you doing, Heidi? It is absolute. You're incredible, Heidi. You are amazing, guys. I'm telling you, you are packing this out. Share this, share this, share this, share this. I'm shouting out to my man, Dave Dove, way from Utah. Guys, we are forming a partnership like no other. Who else do we have? Preston, how you doing, my brother? How you doing? Keith West, how you doing, my brother? Are you related to Kanye? How you doing, Stephanie Kemp Hill? I see you in the building. Nikki, that's my sister name. Nikki, you're now my sister. You are now my sister. I'm speaking dominion over you now. You are now my sister. I feel personally obligated to help you become successful in this business. We're going to do some amazing things, my sister. Who else do we have? Share this, share this, share this. We're going to have a leadership training, guys. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, and we're going to rock and roll this thing out, and hopefully you take one nugget, guys. I remember when I first started in this industry, and I had some amazing friends. I thank God every single day for the partnerships and the relationships that I had in the beginning of my quest. And because, guys, I can tell you this, all you need is one nugget. All you need is one nugget, guys. There's many of them you can get from all over the world. All it takes is one that'll change your life. How you doing, Kyle? How you doing, Lacey? Great to see you, sister. It's great to see you. What's going on, Kyle? How you doing, Mary? It is so great to see you. Great to meet you. Great to meet you, Mary. Great to meet you. Where are y'all chiming in from? I love to represent your city and state. Let me see who we have on here. Where are you chiming in from? Or where are you Facebook Live? And see, we got to have a little swag with Facebook. We got to come up with some terminologies. I need y'all to help me with this, right? Where are you Facebook Living from? Is that what we're supposed to say? West Coast is in the building, BC. How you doing, Jay? Where are y'all shouting out from? Where are y'all shouting out from? Rika Ford, Tia, how you doing? Victoria, oh yeah, oh yeah. Michigan is in the building. Utah is in the building. Oh my goodness. Los Angeles in the building. Oh my goodness. Guys, this stuff is popping up so quick. Utah is in the building. Logan, Utah is in the building. I see some Utahs. Oh, they're in Utah. They're in Utah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That means y'all are getting some of that good, juicy training out there in corporate. That means you are so plugged in. See, you are so plugged in. See, it's the three things. It's about, plugging in, staying connected, and taking charge. Just like you're a force of energy. All you have to do is plug in, stay connected, and take charge. That means you're just going to light up. Boom. You're just going to light up, guys. Who feel it? How you doing? Jimmy, I seen somebody say Jimmy Duke, I believe. Oh, thank you so much, Mary. You are so beautiful. God bless you, my sister. Tulsa, Oklahoma. In the building down in the South. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Listen, I am so excited. Y'all are packing this thing out. Share this, share this, share this. Let's impact some lives. Remember, you can count how many seeds are in an apple, but you can never count how many apples are in a seed. Guys, your one share could lead to 1,000 lives that's being impacted. You are meant for greatness. You are built for greatness. Share this, guys. Share this. How you doing, Tia? I love your vibe. I love your vibe, Tia. I love your vibe. I love your vibe. See, I'm feeling your vibe. See, we're all connected through, neutrons, protons, and electrons. I feel your vibe, my sister. I feel your vibe. So we're going to share this, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story. For those who's meeting me for the first time, let me just say that I am so honored and full of gratitude that God has allowed me to be in the position that I am today to just serve each and every single one of you. We all know that, they say the service of many leads to greatness. And so if you want to be a great leader, the first thing you have to do is be willing to serve. And I want to let you know, guys, I'm here to serve. I don't believe in uplines and downlines. I tell a person, if you want people underneath you, go to the cemetery, go to the graveyard. You'll catch that on 16. You'll catch that on the freeway. Guys, listen, I'm not a downline. I'm not an upline. I'm a senior business partner. If I introduce you to a business, I'm just your senior business partner. Maybe I'm your coach. Maybe I'm your mentor. Don't have to call me your upline. You're not underneath me. You're on the side of me. And we're going to run this thing together. We're going to take charge. Who else do we have? How you doing, Ray? How you doing, Jennifer? Look at all the beautiful sisters just popping up on here. Guys, listen, these women are taking over. Where's the fellas at? Where's the fellas? Where's my fellas that's ready to take this thing by storm? Listen, for those who don't know me, my name is Mr. Chadwick Robinson, CEO of World Class. I am honored to be here to just be one leader to stand amongst many here with Divi Social. And I am so honored. I want to tell you a little bit about my story, so we can build that relationship, to build that partnership. I think that trust, honor, respect is always, key components to building anything that you do build. Right? It's the bolts, it's the lugs, it's the nuggets, it's the glue. A little bit about myself, guys. I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I've been full-time now for 10 years. I've been in the industry of network marketing for 7 years. I started in a company and because of a great friend, and I had some great mentors in my life. Some of the best in the industry. And so my introduction to network marketing, I learned from some of the best. And I'm so grateful for that, because I was exposed to how to properly build a business. As soon as I saw this industry, I had people who were excellent at what they did. I had people who truly had the rags to riches story. And I was able to really see what success looked like. What did it smell like? What did it walk like? What did it talk like? What did it dress like? What did it think like? What were the habits of success? Success has habits. And I'm telling you, if you want to be successful, what you must do is you must develop the habits of success. You must develop the habits of success. One of the key things that I learned in this business, ladies and gentlemen, is that if you want to be successful, you have to switch out your habits. You have to switch out your thought process. And I'm going to talk to you about that. I remember going through my journey, and I'm still going through my journey, but some of the things that I've been able to do, I just thank God for putting me around the right people to sharpen me. They say iron sharpens iron. You know, I've been fortunate enough to be able to stay in this industry for over 7 years in home-based business. And, you know, and I've been able to have my ups. I had my downs. I have my times when I wanted to quit. I had my failures. I have my ones. You know, I won some. I lost some. I fell down. I got back up. And, you know, and guys, I just continued to push through. And you know what, guys? It was all about my thought process. You know, I'm fortunate enough to say, hey, you know, I've been able to build an organization of over 15,000 people in about 45 days. And I can tell you, you know, I can say that before you. But to be honest with you guys, it didn't take me 45 days to build an organization of 15,000 people. It actually took me 7 years. And see, I want to share that concept with you because, see, a lot of people don't understand what it truly takes to be successful because they only see the manifestation of everything that morphed and everything that had to come together for something amazing to happen. Every time you see someone that's successful, you only think about, oh, they're making $50,000 a month. But you didn't see the struggle or the pain that they had to get through and go through. They had to go through that pain, push through that pain, learn from that pain to get to where they are today. And so I'm excited, guys. I know what it's like to be the little shot. I'm going to tell you this. And I hope that some people have some notes. Have your pen and pad, have your water, get ready to take your notes. I don't know which jewel you need. All I know is all you need is one. Guys, what I can tell you this is a big shot is nothing but a little shot that kept shooting. I'm going to say that again. A big shot is nothing but a little shot that kept shooting. What am I saying? All you have to do is keep shooting. I don't care if you've never built an organization before. I don't care if your organization was only just you by yourself and your imagination. That's all you need. That's all you need is your imagination and your thoughts. And the training that I want to provide with you guys, it's a training that's gonna stay with you forever. It's the real secret to success. See, that's why I'm so blessed. That's why I have so much gratitude to my friends, to my coaches, to my mentors, because they showed me what it really takes to get to a certain level. To get to a certain level. You know, not from the, you know, the crowd and all the fancy lights and celebrations and trophies. No. Behind the curtain. Behind the curtain. I was able to see when all the lights and the cameras and the action is all gone and all the people that's cheering for you because you hit a certain rank and you're making certain income and you're wearing fancy suits and all of those things. When all of that goes away and you're at home alone, what is it that you're doing? See, that's the secret sauce that I learned from several multimillionaires that I embraced, that I made my philosophies. I had to get out of my own way and borrow someone else's belief system. It was the toughest thing to do. And many of you, you're going to struggle with that same thing. Maybe you're struggling to follow someone else's mentorship. Maybe you're in your own way because you know it all. I was just like you. I bumped my head so many times. Oh, I know how to do it. I'll figure it out. I learned all the philosophies. I believed in all the philosophies that all my broke family members or broke friends and broke people that was around me that poisoned my subconscious mind, made me believe that, hey, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Until I got around wealthy people. Wealthy people told me, no, son, that's not correct. Who told you that? Somebody broke told you that. If you want something done right, find someone who can do it bigger and better than you and delegate them to the task. These are some of the principles I started to learn about leveraged income, leveraging other people's time, energy, and money. Guys, if you want to be successful, you have to stop thinking about you. A service to many leads to greatness. People ask, well, I had a great conversation with Mr. Dave Dove, and I offered my sponsorship to him because I saw and I did my research on the gentleman, and I could tell you he symbolizes world class. He was A1. First class gentleman. And so I wanted to, associate myself with other, brilliant minds. That's another key to success. Some of you are holding on relationships you should let go. Woo! Woo! Guys, let them go. See, this is not the training when I start to talk to you about, rank and sharing. This is not the training when I start to talk to you about why the app is having errors. Guys, that has nothing to do with your success. It has nothing. It has nothing to do with your success. The app has nothing. The compensation plan has nothing to do with it. If you signed up people, it has nothing to do with your success. What has to do with your success is you and your thoughts. You and your thoughts. That's it, guys. I remember when I was the little shot. I'm going to talk to the person who doesn't believe that they can do something amazing. I'm going to talk to the person who's saying, you know what, man, I don't think I would ever be a multimillionaire. But you desire to be a millionaire. But you've convinced yourself, or your subconscious mind has convinced yourself that you can't get it done. It'll never happen for you. It'll happen to all these other people, because what you do is you compare yourself to other people's results. I remember. I used to do that. See, what I've learned from mentors is that you never compare your results to another person's results. You want to know why? Because you'll only compare their advantages to your disadvantages. It's unfair to you. Never compare your results to the next person. Remember, you have your own journey. You have your own process. And I want you to know this. Listen. No matter what religion you are, we all know that there's a creator. And guess what? You were created from that creation. And you know what that means? That means that you are naturally a creator. Your thoughts create. Your words create. Your hands create. Your actions create. You are a walking creator. You are meant to build. You are meant to create. We want you to know that you have the ability to create whatever you desire, but it starts with your thoughts. A lot of people want to know, well, how did you build an organization of 15,000 people in 45 days? That is incredible. How did you come to Divi Social and not even be signed up 30 days in pre-launch? You build it to 1,000 people in less than 30 days. How did you do that? Guys, it starts right here. See, I believe in universal laws and principles. See, I understand whatever the mind can conceive and or believe, the mind can achieve. Whatever the mind can conceive and or believe, the mind can achieve. I focus on my brain power. I understand that the brain is not just some squishy thing that makes you think. Albert Einstein, he discovered that the brain transmits a frequency. It transmits a signal to the universe. It is actually a signal that you can tap in. That's why you have mind readers. That's why you have a polygraph. How are they able to read your mind? How are they able to know your thoughts? Because your thoughts transmit a signal. Everything that you can think about has already been created. It was created from the Creator the moment that He spoke it into existence. Which lets you know that your power is in your tongue. Your words create. When God said, let there be light, He spoke it, and then there was light. Let me ask you a question. You are the son, you are the daughter of the Creator who spoke and brought into existence. You have that same gift. Let me ask you a question. What are you speaking into existence? Do you find yourself coming in from a long day at work, and all you do is talk about how many bills you have? And how much money you don't have? Do you understand that those words coming off the tip of your tongue is creating more of what you don't want? See, I never knew these things when I first started in the industry. I remember one of my friends, when I first started in this industry, I was completely foreign. I didn't walk like this. I didn't talk like this. I didn't dress like this. I didn't think like this. I didn't go the places that I go to now. I didn't associate with the type of people I associate with now, but I had great friends that I knew from corporate America. I built those relationships, and I relied on those relationships later on in life, and they started to really show me what it took to be successful in this industry. I remember when my friends started making $10,000 a month, and I couldn't even imagine that it was real. When he showed me his bank account and I saw like $50,000 in the account and I saw he was making $10,000 a month, my mind was blown. I remember those times when I first started. It was unbelievable. And I remember the times when he was on stage and people was cheering and clapping and people want to take pictures. He signed in autographs and all of those things. But you want to know what? Do you want to know what I learned that was the most valuable? It's when he took me to his house, a beautiful skyrise. I remember driving in his Mercedes-Benz and going to the skyrise and looking at this beautiful place and wondering, where are you taking me? And I remember coming in and seeing the beautiful lobby and, you know, the beautiful pool. And they got the beautiful game room over here and the meeting room right here and the big screen TVs with the bar right there and the receptionist that welcomes you when you come in and the security and all the beautiful things and going up the elevator wondering where we're going. Until he pulled the keys out of his pocket and opened that door. When he opened the door, it was beautiful in there, all the upgraded fixtures. And I remember when he was just a young little broke teenager, 18, 19 years old. And I'm looking around and I'm amazed. And as I walked through the house and I started to look around in his high rise, I seen, you know, nice furniture and everything. But then I looked around and I didn't see any TVs in his house. No TVs at all. I remember walking into his room and looking at his beautiful bed with all the, you know, I just knew the bed was expensive. And I remember, you know, walking into his closet and seeing nothing but suits, just suits lined up straight from the cleaners on one side. Nothing but shirts from the cleaners on the other side. In the back, nothing but dress shoes and expensive shoes. And I'm in the back of my mind, I'm still wondering, where are the TVs? He's clearly making money. He sits me on the bed and we start talking. He pulls up his back office. He shows me he's making $15,000 a month. He shows me about $50,000 in his account. And I'm still thinking, where are the TVs? And so I had to ask him, I said, man, all of this stuff, man, you don't have the TV? Where's your TVs? Listen carefully. These are the secrets. He said, oh, I told myself I wouldn't get in TVs until I get to a certain level, till I achieve a certain rank, till I produce a certain amount of volume. I said, what rank is that? I mean, you're looking, you haven't accomplished it yet, right? This is me back then. I'm giving you a piece of the history. Why? So you can take history to understand where the jewels are. Can you get the jewels? I'm taking you and I'm taking you in the time machine, taking you back 7, 8 years ago and giving you some of the secrets that I learned. It blew my mind. I'm like, well, what level do you need to be? I mean, you're driving a Mercedes, you're in a high rise, you got tons of clothes straight out the cleaners. I mean, you're living a life. You still don't want TVs? See, I didn't understand. But see, he had a radio. But he never turned it on. He only put on, watch this, motivational audios. He didn't put on the radio. He put the CDs in. Motivational audios. When we get in his car, he never had the radio on. Motivational audios. When I look around his house, all I saw was books that he was reading. The 21 Laws of Irrefutable Leadership. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. The 48 Laws of Power. All these amazing books. And I'm like, and I'm at the time like, wait, you mean to tell me you don't watch TV? You don't have TVs. You can't obviously watch TV. You don't have TVs. Said I had them. I gave them all away. And I remember being in the car and watching and listening to him, how he handled prospects, how he launched different countries, the way he would say things. And I was amazed by the way that he said things. They say the way that you do anything is the way that you do everything. And I said, man, he just has something about him. The way he says things, his charisma, you could tell it was no longer a talent. See, here's the deal. I want you to write this down. God gives you two things. He gives you a talent and he gives you gifts. See, and that's a difference between your talent and your gift. And that's, if you want to be successful, first of all, you need to know your talents. You need to know your gifts. And you need to know that there's a difference. See, your talent Your talent is something that he gives you, but you have to go out there and groom and refine. It takes 10,000 hours to become a master at anything that you want to do. See, when you have a talent, it's up to you to take that talent and develop that talent and turn it into a skill. Remember this, you never get paid for your talent. You get paid for your skills. A lot of people in home-based business, they say 97% never make any money. You want to know why? Because they have talent, but they have no skills. You want to earn money in this business? Become very skillful. Take your talents, perfect your talents. Remember this. This is one of the key things that I've learned to scale a business. Remember this. You have to work on your business, but you have to work more on yourself. Let me give you an example. If you're going all in your business, I'm 150% all in. That means you need to go 200% on you. And see, this is the secret sauce that most people will not do. Why? Because you have to work. Because it requires work. See, we all know about the term of network marketing. See, the root word that connects everything is work. Network is the centerpiece. Marketing. See, what most of us are doing is we're taking the work out, and what we're doing is net marketing. We're not doing any work. What we're doing is casting a net out there, trying to pull it in and market to them. But there's no work. See, there's a difference between activity and production. See, when you take the work out of network marketing and you're just net marketing, maybe you're on the net and you're just marketing. Maybe you're casting a net out and you're just marketing. See, it's a difference. Sorry about that, guys. We had an Amber Alert just popped up right then and there. So I had to come back and resume. But remember, there's a difference between activity and production. See, you have to understand that, because there's a lot of people that's very active, but there's no production. And they're wondering why. Well, how am I so active, but I'm not winning? I'm not building. That's because you're doing activity, but you're doing the wrong activity that does not lead to production. Okay? And that's a very frustrating feeling when you know that, hey, man, I'm working, but nothing's happening. Well, you might be doing the wrong activities. Okay? And why are you doing the wrong activities? Well, everything rises and falls on leadership. So the very first thing is, who are you listening to? Do you have a coach? Do you have a mentor that knows how to build, to teach you how to build? Or are you just in it, figuring it out yourself? Or are you listening to your friend who's never built a huge organization and they're giving you all kinds of strategies and techniques that they do, and they got you so active, but it's no production? I bump my head a lot of times, guys, and I learn, listen, the fastest way to learn is just to learn from a coach and a mentor. They've already bumped their heads enough. They can already tell you what's wrong, right? So you got to get out of your own thoughts, but you have to understand that your thoughts is going to manifest your reality. Remember this. Thoughts are living organisms. So as a man thinketh, so is he. Who do you think you are? Let me ask you that. Because you have something, you have an image, right? You have self-image, the way you view yourself. You have a public image, the way people view you, right? Those things are important, right? You want to be successful, you have to have a great public image. You have to be likable. You have to be teachable, coachable, and trainable. People have to like you. You have to have a pleasing personality. That's your public image, right? Some people, they have not worked on their public image. Some people don't even smile. And they want people to join the business with them. Why would a person join the business if you never even smile? If you're not a person that likes to smile, start smiling in the mirror and develop you a smile. A smile can go a long way. Develop you a smile. If you're not the person that likes to smile, get in the mirror by yourself. Learn how to smile. Learn how to smile. It's these small things, guys. It's not something that you have to just, guys, It's the small things. They say the small daily principles lead you to a lifetime of promise. I'm giving you the real secrets. Now, it might not sound like it. You might want to hear me tell you, you might want me to talk to you about building this organization, Divi. But I'm telling you the secret sauce, guys. I'm telling you. When you develop these things, the small things, when you learn, when you're not lazy with language, don't be lazy with language. Especially if you're not bilingual. I'm not bilingual. Well, I am, because I can speak English in more than one way. And that's another epiphany that I have, guys. Listen, there's multiple ways to speak English. So you don't want to speak another language? Okay, learn how to speak English more than one way. There's many cultures in the English language. Start practicing some, so you can relate to other people's culture. See, when I'm hanging with my friends in South Africa and Angola that speak Portuguese and they have a different accent. They speak English, but they speak a different accent. See, if I want to talk to them about a business opportunity, right? Wouldn't it make more sense to kind of speak on their level? See, a lot of people want to overtalk and speak higher than a person, or they want to, you're down here and you need to bring your language up because maybe you're lazy with your language. You have to understand this is very important, guys. We can give you system and tools all day, but at the end of the day, the buck stops with you. Remember, people don't say no to the business. They say no to you. They say no to me. There's no such thing as a negative experience, because every experience you can learn something positive from it. I thank God for every single experience. Watch this, how I word it. I thank God for every single experience that he's allowed me to have and perceive as negative. You notice that I didn't say I thank him for every negative experience. No, for every experience that he allowed me to have and perceive as negative. Because see, I understand that the key to success, guys, is, first of all, you can't have success without failure. The same way that you can't have day without night. Success only exists because of failure. You have to have failure to get to success. So if you are afraid to fail, you will never become successful. That's my secret, guys. I'm not afraid to fail. You have to enter in boldly. Most people want to sit on the fence. Guys, just pick a side. Don't sit on the fence all day. Pick left or right and go for it. And if you fail, then you realize, hey, I went all in, I failed, so now I know quicker that that's not the right deal for me, or I went the wrong direction. Let me turn around and go the next direction. Don't sit on the fence for the rest of your life. Remember, there's two different things. The way you view life is a reflection of the reality that you will bring forth. Let me ask you a question. Is your cup half empty or half full? Are you a pessimist or are you an optimist? See, it's two different things. See, the pessimist says, hey, the pessimist looks out of the window and they don't see the sun setting. They see the specks on the window. See, the pessimist is always looking for what could go wrong. See, everybody knows a pessimist. I'm sure you know a pessimist, right? Oh, he's such a genius, but he's really so dumb. God bless him. See, the pessimist could tell you, hey, I know 5 reasons why you shouldn't join Divi Social. But he doesn't really understand. All you really need is one. He's looking at life from a negative lens. Guys, maybe you're a pessimist. What you have to do is you have to change the way you think and start finding the great in things. You have to start thinking positive about your business. Listen, watch this. Years before I built an organization of 10,000 plus people, I was speaking it. Guys, listen, I had an organization. The biggest organization I probably ever built was probably about 35 people at that time. And I would walk around my house by myself and I would celebrate myself as if I was a multimillionaire. I would celebrate myself and I would say, you know what, man, I'm going to attract so many people in my business. People are going to be coming to me from all over the world. I don't know where they're going to come from. I'm going to be a magnet to success. One day I'm going to build, an organization of 10,000 plus people. Now, at the time when I was saying this, guys, as I was saying it and speaking life into what I wanted my reality to be, my subconscious mind was so polluted that it was fighting my conscious mind. Consciously, I was bringing forth and using the laws that the Creator himself has given me, which is speaking life into what I wanted to manifest. But my subconscious mind had already been programmed, and it was telling me, as I was telling the universe what I wanted, my subconscious mind was saying, you don't believe that. That won't happen. But you want to know what I learned? To keep fighting that subconscious mind, to keep speaking what I wanted. And guess what, guys? If you keep saying something long enough, eventually you'll believe it. And whatever the mind can conceive and or believe, the mind can achieve. What I did was I understood that my brain was already programmed. See, if you don't program your mind will program you. And I realized that my brain had programmed me all of my life, because I never consciously programmed my mind. I just allowed my mind to absorb things from my experiences, my environments, the people who were talking to me, the things I was allowing myself to watch on TV, the things that I was allowing to listen to. Remember, you have different gates that lead to your brain and to your mind and to your imagination. You have your eye gates. You have to be very careful of what you allow your eyes to see. You have ear gates. You have to be very careful of what you allow your ears to hear. You have a mouth gate. You have to be very careful of what you put in your body. You see, you have all these different things, guys. You have to understand, your brain is going to create your reality. Your brain creates your reality. Start using and exercising your brain. Start using the power of thought. Start speaking what you want. Start writing what you want down. Start putting images all over your house of the fancy car you want, or the dream house you want to go, or the vacation you want to have. Start manifesting that into your life, because I guarantee you, your actions will follow it. Your actions will follow it. When you want to quit, you're gonna get up and say, no, I can't quit. Because I said, I want this car. I see this beautiful car sitting right here. I see the beautiful vacations. I can't quit. I got to keep going. I have to keep going. Watch this, guys. I want to tell you, I'm going to give you a couple key components about building structure, right? I really want to work on your mind, but I'm going to give you some structure, okay? That's going to help you, okay? Remember, if you want to win, you have to know about law of ratio. Very important. Law of ratio. Some of us can't get on. Help out some of my key leaders. Make sure you tag this inside of my other group as well too, for some of the members who can't get on. But I want to help you with this. Remember the law of average. If you want to build a big team, I'm going to show you how to build a big team. Building a big team is just like building a small team. If you can build a team of 10, you can build a team of 100. If you can build a team of 100, you can build a team of 1,000. If you can build a team of 1,000, you can build a team of 10,000. It's the exact same formula. You just have to be consistent to continue to do it. Okay? So, what are some of the principles? Okay? This is what I want you to know. Number one, if you've never built a team of 10, okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. Because once I show you how to build a team of 10, you take the same concept and you do it over again 10 times and you'll build a team of 100. Okay, first of all, you need to know the law of average. Is everybody good here? You got to know the law of average. Now, remember this. The law of average always works. You got to go and get 10. Even here with Divi Social, you want to go get 10 affiliates to unlock all 10 tiers. Now, I want you to understand this. When you go get your 10 affiliates, first of all, to get 10 affiliates, you're going to have to talk to some people, guys. The law of ratio. You can't talk to 10 and say none of them signed up and you just quit the business. No, guys. You have to do the numbers, especially if you don't already have a following. If you don't have a following, guys, crank it up. Build you a list. 100 people minimum. Some people will never build a list. I remember I never built a list. But the moment I started having success is when I built a list. Build you a list of 100 people. Expose 100 people to your business. I guarantee you, if you do that, you'll get 10. Now, if you only choose to share with your 10 friends that you know the most, and you say, okay, well, I already know who's going to say yes, and then that means you're not being coachable, teachable, and trainable, and you'll talk to 10, and they'll tell you no, and you'll say, I told you it didn't work. But you didn't follow the system. We said go talk to 100. Why? Because the law of ratio. If you talk to 100 people, you'll get 10. You'll get 10. You talk to 100 people about this opportunity, you will get 10. But watch this. When you get 10, you have to know how the ratio, how the law of average works. Always remember, in sets of 10s, if you have 10 people, you will have 3 to 4 that quit, 3 to 4 that incubate, and 3 to 4 that goes and build a business. And out of the 10, you might get one person that duplicates your results, which means they'll go and get 10. So that means when you go get 10 people and 4 people quit, don't be frustrated. Clap. And wish them well. Hear me when I tell you. Don't get mad and unfriend them. Don't get mad and block them on Facebook or write a post on your public page and throw some subliminal jabs at them. Guys, that is not leadership. What you do when they quit, you say, hey, good luck to you. I wish you nothing but the best. Maybe this is not the right opportunity, but I wish you nothing but the best. If anything ever comes across my table that might seem interesting, I'll definitely run it by you, but I wish you the best. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know. That's how you build an organization. Everybody wants the instant gratification. What about the delayed gratification? See, you want to burn your bridges, and then later on, that could have been someone that could have came into your next business deal. Years later, when you were ready for someone like that. Right? Once you develop a certain skill set, they come back. Because they remember, people forget what you do, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Be careful how you treat people. So you have 10 people, 4 people quit. Pat them on the back. Wish them well. 3 to 4 are gonna incubate. That means they're gonna join, but they're gonna do absolutely nothing. They're gonna fall asleep at the wheel and just lay there comfortably. They're gonna watch you. You're gonna inbox them. They're not gonna respond. You're gonna call them. They're not gonna answer. You're gonna say happy birthday, and they're gonna say thanks. And then when you try to talk business, they're just gonna stop. They're not going to talk to you. And don't let that frustrate you. Understand, they are supposed to incubate. When you look at any team, you have bench players. Their job is to keep the seats warm. Allow them to do it. Allow them to cheer for your success. Allow them to stay on the sideline and cheer for you as you build a business. And then you're going to have 3 to 4 that's going to actually go out there and build. Now, they might not get your results. They might not be the best players. Just like a team, sometimes you need to go really find the superstar. You might just not be that great of players, but they're actually building. They're dedicated. They're working. Be grateful for that. Cheer your team on. Be the best coach that you could be. Cheer your team on. Don't look at the next team and say, man, they have rock stars. No, cheer your team on in the locker room. Pump belief in your team. Talk to your team. Understand, your words can inspire. Tell them that they are great. Tell them, look, give them visions of their future. Tell them how great they're going to be. Tell them how many people they're going to bring in the business, in the future. Just pour belief into your team. Don't destroy them. They go bring in one person, you say it's not good enough. No, celebrate. There you go, baby. Good job. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Do it again. See, you have to be a leader, guys. Right? And then you'll have one that'll go out there and duplicate. Or you'll have one that'll go and surpass you and put more people in the business than you. And when that happens, then you start understanding, okay, hold on. I might have a superstar. I definitely have someone who can put numbers up. So guess what? That's the person, though, that's the 20%. They say 20% of your organization will produce 80% of your results. 20%. First, you have to build, you have to expose, you have to get some numbers, you have to identify the 20%. Once you identify the 20%, you work with that 25%. And that's where you put the pressure. Don't put the pressure on the person who quit the business and keep trying to convince them to join the business and they quit the business and you see them on Facebook talking about some other business. Why are we talking to them? That's wasting your time. Don't try to pull the person up who wants to warm the bench for you and keep the bench nice and warm and give you the water and give you your towels. Don't try to make them go out there and score 30 points. They're not in shape. They can't actually run down the court or go up the field like that. They just put on the jersey to support. Rely on the people that you know are actually, they want to accept that challenge. Those are the people. You have to go find those people and say, hey, listen. Okay, listen. The goal is to get you at these numbers. Let's work on this. Look, you need to go get 2 people today. Come on, I know you can do it. Go get 2 people. You put that on the superstars, on your leaders. Maybe they're not superstars, but they're leaders on the team. Those are the people you put the pressure on. Those are the people, you get together and you combine and mastermind with. I hope that helps you guys. Do not think negative. I know some of you probably thinking, hey, some of my team, they were waiting for Divi to launch and said they were going to launch and they didn't launch and my team left and all the... Guys, listen. Control your thoughts. If they left, that means they were supposed to leave, guys. They were never a part of the team. They're a part of the people who were supposed to leave. Okay? Keep your positive thoughts. Now I want to open the session up for any questions that you may have, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. If you have any questions, I'd love to get, maybe if you have some questions, maybe I can answer. But I hope I gave you some food for thought. I don't want to hold you guys all night. I know you're probably working and doing some things, but I did want to let you know, some of the things that I've learned over the years that's helped me get to where I'm at. So if you have any questions, you can shoot me some questions. Maybe if you have some Divi questions, maybe you have some leadership questions, maybe you have some spiritual questions, whatever that is. I'll take some questions if you want to have any questions. Anybody have any questions? I'm reading some of my notes. Anybody have any questions? Absolutely, Jay. Keith, you want more? Keith, do you really want more, Keith? Because, see, you got to make sure. See, I understand that 20% of the organization would only retain 80% of the 80% of the information. Who said I want more? Y'all not ready for more. Y'all want more. Who wants more? How to go to the next level. Awesome motivation. What's your daily routine? See, Dave, though, see, this is what I'm talking about, guys. See, you have to know how to associate yourself with brilliant minds. You see, that's a brilliant question. See, I learned from a wise man that you can learn a lot just by asking the right questions. See, that's a skill. See, Dave has a skill to not ask a question, but to ask the right questions. See, that was the right question to extract information. If you want to be successful, guys, you have to be an extractor. You got to know how to go and seek the right information. That was a beautiful question. Love the question. What is my daily routine? First of all, when I first wake up, the first thing I do is I wake up and I say, thank you, God. I am so full of gratitude. I am so thankful and full of gratitude that God has allowed me to build an organization over 100,000 people in my Divi social opportunity. As I speak these words, they shall be done unto me. I am great. I am successful. I am a walking magnet to success. Someone from out of the blue is going to call my phone and just say, hey, sign me up. Someone is going to just hit me and say, hey, I saw you on YouTube and I just really love the way that you train. I want to do something amazing with you. Then I go to my restroom and when I go to my restroom, I see the Lorenzer posted on my window, on my mirror. The beautiful Tesla, the beautiful Tesla. And I look at that Tesla and say, you are mine. I speak dominion. I look at that picture and I say, I speak dominion. I will have you. The universe will attract you to me. See, I don't chase dreams. I attract them. See, when you chase something, you run from it. Brush my teeth. When I'm brushing my teeth, guys, you want to know what I'm doing? I either grab my iPad or I grab my laptop or I grab one of my phones, guys. While I'm brushing my teeth and I do self-development, I listen to Jim Rohn. I'm brushing my teeth, I'm listening to Les Brown. I'm washing my face, I'm listening to T.D. Jakes. I'm walking my puppy in the morning with my headphones on and I'm listening to Tony Robbins. I get back and I feed my dog in the morning and get him all settled in and make sure that he's good. And when I'm in the kitchen making my food, I have my laptop up and I'm listening to Robert Kiyosaki. I constantly work on myself because I seen firsthand rags to riches and I saw what the magic secret sauce was. You have to work on you more than your business. You will never win big until you become attractable to the right people. And the only way that you can become attractable to the right people is for you to grow you. And I want to make one thing clear. In order to grow a huge business, you don't grow the business. You grow the people in the business. And when you grow the people in the business, they grow the business. Become a person that's passionate about people. Forget about what you want. Forget about, I have my goals. But guys, my goals are wrapped around. The way I get to my goals is by looking at everyone else's goals. See, I have my own individual goals, but I'm not waking up every single day focusing on my goal. What I'm doing, I say, hey, I want to put 100,000 people in this business. That's my goal. But how do I get to that number? I look at Rika Ford and say, okay, she's learning this. I want to mentor you. I want to teach you and develop you and coach you. I want to pour into you. I want to help you build an organization of 1,000 people. I want to show you what it's like to actually go through that process. I want to help you develop. I want to recommend things. I want to coach you. I want to pull weeds out. I want to show you how to garden. I want to show you how to be a gardener. A farmer, so you know how to actually farm. See, you have to become a farmer. Because see, in your mind, it's a farm. It's your garden. Your mind is your garden. And you have to become a great gardener. You have to know how to sow seeds. You have to know how to water them in your mind. You have to know how to give them sunlight and hope. And guess what? You got to also know how to get on your knees and pull the weeds up. Pull those negative thoughts out of your garden. Don't leave them there. Your negative friend, keep pouring them weeds in. Take them out. Delete them out your Facebook. Delete them out your phone. Block them. Don't let them put that poison inside your garden because it will kill your fruits and vegetables. It will rob you from the beautiful flowers that you had growing, and you started seeing butterflies flying on and little bees, you pollinating themselves and all that amazing stuff. And guess what? You started letting the weeds come. And when you saw the weeds coming, you didn't get down there and pull them up. Because you thought, oh, it's okay. It's just her. I've been knowing her for years. That she's just like that. No, guys, you're letting that enter your garden. Right? You're letting it enter your garden. My daily routines. My daily routine is to wake up and be consciously aware I'm a farmer. I'm always gardening. I'm always gardening. I'm always planting. I'm always sowing. I'm always watering. I'm always giving hope and sunlight. I'm always looking at who's the next person I can help. See, you have to know your mission. You have to know your mission and you have to know your purpose. Until you know your mission and your purpose, you're like a walking zombie. You're the walking dead. Wake up. What are your gifts? Infuse your gifts into your business. Are you a, people person? Infuse it in your business. Become a master at it. Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dave. You got to remember, the harvest never looks like the seed. The harvest never looks like the seed. I remember I've been sowing seeds so long, guys, and I kept watering them. And guess what? All of a sudden, I looked up one day and I started building these huge organizations. They just started happening, guys. It just started happening. All of a sudden, I started attracting people that I could never attract before into my business. But it was only after I read the books. It was only after I listened to the audios. And not only read the book. See, listen, some of you are thinking, well, I don't really even like to read. Study the chapters then. Pick a book that you hear, that somebody tell you about, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Find a chapter that sticks out to you and study that chapter. Become an expert. And don't only just study it and become an expert. Implement. Remember, knowledge is not power. Someone broke told you that. It is the application to knowledge that equals power. Unless you apply it, it is unwasted potential. They say that the most successful place on earth is not Miami or New York or this, all these beautiful islands. Guys, the most wealthiest place on earth is the graveyard, the cemetery. Because of all the countless dreams that were never brought to fruition. To all the countless songs that were never invented. To all the ideas that just laid there. Why? Because most of us, we live our life empty. Empty. No mission, no purpose. And we die full of all our dreams and all the things that we wanted to accomplish. Today, I'm just here to speak to that one person. That one person that started in network marketing with a dream and a vision. That one person that was way in the back of the room where I was sitting in the back row watching the superstars on stage. Thinking one day I want to be there, but I don't know how I'm going to get there. I'm talking to that one person that was in the back. That's in the back right now. The person in the back right now is not even responding. The person that I'm talking to is not even commenting on this feed because they're so nervous. They don't want any attention. That's who I'm talking to. The person that's watching, that's not even responding right now because they're in the back. They don't want the attention because they don't believe that they're destined for greatness. They don't believe that success would happen. I am talking to you. You. Yes, you. You. I am talking to you. All you have to do, work on this. Understand, being rich and being poor is only a state of mind. I'm giving you the Matrix right there. Everybody seen the movie The Matrix? Take the blue pill or the red pill? You remember the movie? Remember how when he took the pill, he saw life in a whole different, no limitations? Guys, it's time for some of you to wake up and realize that you're Neo. You're the chosen one. You just don't know it. You're the chosen one. You just don't know it. You just got to start believing. You just got to start believing. The moment you start believing, your actions will change, guys. Just start believing in yourself. And start speaking it. Get rid of the dead weight. Okay? You can't move forward with dead weight, guys. You got a ton of bricks just sitting on your, on your truck. You got to get rid of that stuff, and guess what? You'll start moving forward. Let me see what are y'all saying out there. I'm reading some of y'all comments here. Die empty. Listen, he caught a nugget. Rusty caught that. How many of you going to die empty? How many of you going to fill your bucket list? What's your bucket list, guys? Some of you want to travel the world and never left your own city. When are we going to start making that happen? When are we going to start making that happen? Remember this. An inheritance is what you leave behind for a person. But a legacy is what you leave in a person. Tonight, I want to leave a legacy with you. Tonight, I want to leave a legacy within you. And that's what you have to be. You have to be a visionary. They say those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. Those that can see the invisible can do the impossible. I'm asking you not to see with eyesight. I'm asking you to see with insight. See, a lot of people, they pray. How many of you have been praying for God to bless you? How many of you have been praying for God to bless you? Guys, do you understand something? I learned that I was even praying wrong. I learned that I was actually giving my tithes wrong too. I was actually paying tithes and doing it wrong. Some of you are paying tithes and wondering why your tithes are not manifesting. You're doing it wrong. See, it's not about the money, guys. See, even if you're giving a tithe, you're giving an offering, it's not about what you're giving. Even in the Bible, it tells you that they had two sons and was giving offerings, and one was accepted and it wasn't even worth that much, and one he was giving him all kinds of stuff he didn't want it. Why? Because, see, you have to understand, when you sow seeds, you have to sow seeds with expectation. See, it's a difference between sowing a seed and burying a seed. See, many of us, we don't know that we're burying seeds. We're not sowing seeds, we're burying seeds. See, when you bury something, there's no expectation. But see, when you sow something, when you plant something, there's an expectation that something to come forth. See, when you give an offering, when you give a tithe, and if you're not giving your tithes or your offering, I highly recommend you start really considering that. If you give a tithe or an offering, you should always have an expectation. I remember going with one of my multimillionaire friends to church one time, and I was so blessed. He said he's going to pick me up. I was excited. You know, I have all these memories of where I come from, guys. I was like, man, I'm going to be able to go to church with him. Oh, my goodness, man. This is, like, awesome. Like, churches is about to be, like, you know, popping. Guys, and I remember sitting there listening to the sermon. And I remember they start bringing down asking for the offerings and the tithes and stuff. And, you know, I pulled out my money and put it in an envelope. And they brought the bucket by and I just dropped it in the bucket. And then I remember looking at him. He pulled out his stuff and, you know, he pulled out his cash and put it in an envelope. And he took out a pen. And he started writing on his envelope. And, you know, me, I'm like, I don't want to look like I'm just, you know, stalking him and stuff. You know, I'm already with him. I'm excited to be with him. But, you know, I'm glancing over like, what is he doing? Is he putting his name and, you know, like he's filling out his name and stuff possibly. But I'm like, but he's a member. I don't know. So I started watching because he started writing sentences. Not just his name and his email and stuff. He started writing sentences. And I'm like, what? And I started watching him, looking. And I started reading what he was writing. And he was saying, with this seed, God, I ask you for more vision. With this seed, I ask to have stronger leadership and influence to impact lives, to do your will, to serve the kingdom. And I started noticing, like, and I had to ask, man, what? When we got out of church, I'm like, man, I noticed you were writing stuff. What was that all about? And that's when I learned. It's a difference between sowing a seed and sowing a seed with expectation. You have to have expectation because what expectation is all that is faith. Faith is knowing without seeing. And faith is the magic component that unlocks the blessing. You could sow a seed, but if you don't have expectation and faith that seed will grow, God cannot open the windows of heaven and pour his blessings on that seed so that seed could blossom. There's no faith there. Some of you are sowing seeds, but you're like, at the same time you're sowing it, you're like, man, I'm not going to put any water on it. No soil, no nothing, because I'm sowing it because I have a little bit of hope, but I really don't think this is going to happen for me, so I'm just going through the motions. So at the same time, you're praying to God for him to bless you. But at the same time, you're saying, Father, I'm unworthy. God, can you bless me with an abundance? Because you said that I can have anything that my heart desires. But God, at the same time, while I'm asking you for it, don't give it to me because I don't really even believe that I'm qualified to have it. Am I speaking to someone right now? Am I reaching someone right now? All I want to do is reach one. All I want to do is reach one. All I want to do. Mary, am I speaking to you right now, my sister? Am I speaking to you, Mary? Mary, you are incredible. Mary, you are amazing. Mary, you are a superstar. Mary, you're going to do some amazing things. Mary, you're going to build an organization bigger than you can even imagine. Mary, your cup will run over. You're incredible. Wake up and say, you know what? I'm built for greatness. I'm going to have a world-class mindset. I'm renewed. I'm refreshed. Rodney, my brother, you're going to do some amazing things, my brother. Rodney, you're going to speak greatness into people's lives. And guess what? You're going to start seeing magic happen. You're going to start speaking great things over people. And they're going to come back and say, Rodney, man, you don't know how bad I needed that, man. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for speaking that, telling me, man, that I was on your heart, man, and you told me I was amazing, man, and you don't even know what I was going through. I needed somebody to tell me that. Man, I appreciate that. That's how you build a big business. That's how you build a big business. Develop a passion for the people. People don't want to be sold. They love to buy. How you doing, Heidi? It's so great to see you. Ray, how you doing, my sister? How you doing? Y'all are hanging out with me. Why are y'all hanging out with me right now? I know y'all busy. I know y'all too busy for me right now. Y'all too busy. Y'all are superstars. All of y'all are rock stars. Y'all hanging out with me. Just little old me. I'm just Mr. Robinson. Power and the energy appreciation. Appreciate that. Oh, thank you so much, Madison. You are amazing. You are amazing. Madison, you are my new friend. Jamal, what's going on? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Simran, I want to make sure I say your name right. Just broke it down. Simran. Or maybe I need to smoothen out. Just work with me. Work with me. Hey, watch this, guys. For anybody who wants to follow some of my leadership, I always coach on leadership. Just go to ChadwickRobinson.com. Subscribe to my newsletter. ChadwickRobinson.com. If you want to find me on Facebook, I guess you can find. Can you find me on Facebook? You can find me on Facebook under Chadwick D. Robinson. Okay. Anybody that likes leadership, wants some coaching, you want to develop your skill set, want to turn your talent into a skill. So guys, I enjoyed this time. I hope you enjoyed it as well. It was a plum-pleasing pleasure to be here tonight with each and every single one of you. Whatever the mind can conceive and or believe, the mind can achieve. Remember, I'm going to leave you with this. I'm going to leave you with this, guys. I'm going to leave you with something. I'm reading. Oh, y'all are just amazing. Y'all are amazing. I'm just reading some of y'all comments. Can I read some comments? I've been doing all the talking. Let me read. I want to hear what y'all have to say really quick. Y'all are so awesome. Oh, God bless you too, Mary. God bless you too, my sister. Oh, I got two Marys. Look, Mary. Go on ahead now. Y'all hit me at the same time. I absolutely love it. Absolutely. Sharon, good to see you. Guys, remember this. Remember this. I'm going to leave you with this. Your brain functions off two things. It functions off your memory and your imagination. And if you don't feed yourself on your imagination, then you'll keep buying your past and your present situation. And you won't have any faith to purchase your future. Remember, your brain functions off two things, your memory and your imagination. It either replays the past or it preplays your future. Remember that, guys. Look to the future. Don't look behind you. Visualize where you're going. Know that it's possible. Surround yourself with people who believe you. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who speak over you great things. If they're not telling you you're amazing, you're awesome, you're a rock star, you can do it, you're phenomenal, you're incredible, I admire you. I mean, you're just, man. If they're not doing that, guys, get away from them. Get away from them. I'd rather have one person to tell me I'm amazing than to have 100 friends, even if that one person is just me. That's how I got here. By getting rid of everyone and telling myself, being my first, being my fan, being my own fan first. I'm believing in myself first, to build my self-esteem, to build my courage, to understand that I was built for greatness. And once I got my courage up and my faith up to understand that I was going to do some amazing things, I started putting people around me that would confirm that. Words of affirmation. You do the same, guys. I am here for each and every single one of you. Go to ChadwickRobinson.com. Subscribe to my newsletter. Want to find me on Facebook under Chadwick D. Robinson. Thank you, guys. That's my time. And like I always say, we won't see you at the top. We'll see you over the top because you're built for greatness. Good night. God bless. Let's make the numbers go up. Bye-bye, everyone.